from our last tale.
Then how do you have their bound heart?
Don't know what that means, but they gave it to me.
Beau, what happened? Did you talk to him? Are you guys friends now?
Yes, and probably no.
Let me just be clear. I might dabble in some necromantic magic. I'm not a necromancer. But if Jeremy's actually involved in anything, you should be careful talking to him.
Are you sure you're all right?
Never better.
Don't you work in a tavern? He's drunk.
Race back. Go for the lock. Try and go as quickly as you can. Pop. It snaps and it's stuck in the doorway.
So he's gonna use his masquerade tattoo to look like Gaworo.
And
Ste'yn going to start falling to the ground.
Beau's going downstairs as Gaworo, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You start making your way down the stairs. Just as someone else you hear footsteps running towards from the bottom of the stairs. The stairs have just like a one bend and you're down these stone steps into a kind of dimly lit this hallway. There's 3 kind of protruding sections from the wall that look like they are defining where some rooms are on the left-hand side. And then there's also a passage between 2 of them that leads deeper in, and there's another door there. But you see someone coming running towards the bottom of the steps and looking up. You see another acolyte in their white robe looking up and then pauses as they see you coming down, calm as ever. A young lady, Head Celebrant, oh, welcome back. What was that sound? Are you all right?
I am fine. There was an issue with the lock. A nice lady in gold helped get the door open with some force.
We definitely heard that. Well, I'm glad you're all right then.
Yes, everything is fine. I'll be in my office. And I was trying to continue walking.
Give me another deception check.
Hey, ooh, that one's a good one. That's 26.
Ooh.
Or 27.
Okay. You don't need to mark the die. As you go, she nods. So where did you need me to go next then? If you're back already. Who took over for you?
He's going to pretend like he cannot hear her because he is focused on going towards the door. So he's just going to continue walking at his pace.
Okay. Yeah, you keep walking. And yeah, you keep walking. There are 3 doors that are leading into rooms along that wall.
Yeah, I assume there's name tags.
No.
Okay.
Nothing seems specifically labeled, no.
He's gonna mind link back to Ste'yn. Ste'yn, what door was it?
Ste'yn will tell him which door it was. At least whatever office she went into with them.
Yeah, you relay. It's the center, the central of those 3 doors.
Okay, she relayed that, you said?
It's the middle one. Hurry it up.
Okay, it's gonna go to the middle one.
Only flirt for so long.
When he goes to the door, is it locked?
Wouldn't you know?
Okay, but he still has the key from upstairs because he never gave it back to the Arakakra. So he's gonna try using that key.
There's a series of keys on there, and you go through a series of those keys, and none of them fit.
So with the thieves' tools, is there only one actual pick, or is there more than one pick?
I don't think there's only one. I'm not sure actually. I can't imagine there would be only one.
I mean, it's 25 gold.
You probably have another one. I don't think you've broken any other ones.
It includes a small file, a set of lockpicks, a small mirror mounted on a metal handle, a set of narrow-bladed scissors, a pair of pliers.
Cool. So
There's a picture of them somewhere.
We're gonna define a set as 3, because 3 is a fun number.
So a set refers to the fact that lockpicks is not one singular thing. You have to use 2. You have to insert
the 2 things that go
items
in.
You have your torque and you have your wrench.
Ah! So if one of those is broken, then you only have the other side of it. Look at her knowing torques and wrenches.
You have one that's just like a long. So you have one that's just a long stick, and another one that's a long stick with a turn.
Essentially, more or
Yeah.
less.
Okay, cool. So he's gonna improvise one of the halves of the sets. Has that lady walked away?
She did not. She actually, when you look back, she's sitting on the bottom step, just kind of waiting there.
Are you okay?
Oh, yes, Head Celebrant. I was asking who had replaced you and where you needed me.
Actually, it seems like today it's a rather slow day. Why don't you enjoy the rest of the evening? The weather is quite nice.
Oh, but we're so...
It's
I mean,
okay.
with
We
the
can
festival, there were so
stay
short...
calm. We're all fine.
Yes, of course.
Everything will work itself out.
This is true.
All right, enjoy your day. He's gonna usher her up.
He's going to take her up.
No, he's gonna usher, like, go say, like, enjoy your day.
Oh, go. Okay.
Yeah.
He has dismissed her.
Yes.
Okay. She nods and she starts to walk upstairs.
All right, cool. So
He got the lock thing back out. Is it just completely broken and unusable?
I think it
It
broke in
broke.
half. So he's going to use two options from the shape water from his water flask. First, he's going to shape it into the simple shape of a cylinder thingy that points downwards, and then he's going to freeze it.
Give me an intelligence check.
All right. That is a 17.
Yeah, you shape it in this very simple shape.
All right. And then he's going to freeze it and put it in the lock and then try and lockpick.
Okay. Do the roll with disadvantage.
All right. That is an 11.
Okay. You are fussing with this improvised half of your lockpick set, and it is just not sitting quite right to get it to move how you need it to.
Okay, so he's going to continue trying it?
I don't think it's going to be very effective.
What do you mean? Try again if at first you don't succeed. Nobody's here.
You can, it doesn't, maybe the shape's not quite right, or the door doesn't, maybe the door has more to it.
It's gonna link over to Ste'yn then. Ste'yn, can you break this door?
You want me to break a door?
Yes.
Do you think we should just try this another day?
No.
Don't know if I can do that right now.
What do you mean? Just ditch the little boy and get over here.
Maybe we should just come back another day.
Weren't you the one that was just telling Viola about how there's things going on?
Yes, maybe it's not here right now.
Which means it's a good time to snoop around.
I'll see what I can do. Don't like breaking into his office.
Fine, I can always fix the door afterwards. I didn't think about with the doorknob upstairs.
No, we'll leave that one alone.
Well, I mean, also, I assume Gororo can't do mending, so he can't exactly do it right now on Gororo time.
1 hour of Goboro time. So you're gonna wait for Ste'yn?
I mean, I guess he could try shoving it once. Just see if he could do it on his own.
Okay. Give me an athletics check.
Athletics. An 8.
Mm-hmm. Look around, make sure no one is on that floor with you, and give it the good old college try and shove at it. Doesn't move, doesn't pull if you yank on it. What are you doing, Ste'yn? As Nonai is sitting beside you and kind of just looking at you, making sure you're not gonna faint.
Ste'yn will take a deep breath and sort of straighten up. I think I'm doing a bit better. Just needed to catch my breath a moment.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, I'm sure you're not on assignment or anything, so just relax, just sit back.
I think I probably need to go find my friends.
We can get someone to bring them back if you need. I told her I would. Where did she go?
Maybe
It's not
you
that
should go
big.
after her.
I can't leave you here. You're safer with me anyway.
The plan backfires. It works too well.
I'm too charming.
I think I'll be alright in a couple minutes. She worries me. She's got a lot in her past that she needs to heal from, and she acts very much like a child often. And children can get into all sorts of trouble.
That is true. Luckily, there's a few of us scattered around. Someone's going to find her, get her over to the training area. Give me a persuasion check.
Yay.
Yay.
That's an 11.
You just scare him away with thaumaturgy.
Big heavy sigh on my part. So he he looks back at you and he kind of looks you over and he says, "Well, you don't look as pale anyway." Well,
I'm always pale.
you are. You are. But you don't look like you're gonna faint. What if you just sat in the healer's room for a little bit before you go running off? I'll go find her. And what was her name
I
again?
can do that. Viola.
Viola. You want to sit down and I'll go find Viola?
We can do that. Thank you.
All right. Sure. Don't go dying or anything. That will not look good when Goro gets back.
Despite my best efforts, I'm still alive.
And stay in cell. And he helps you up.
She'll let him help her. Still acting a little slightly unsteady, just a little tired, keeping up the act.
Okay.
It's not that much of an act, honestly.
I'm tired. He'll guide you towards those rooms, which leads to which is in that hallway where the door is busted, and he sees it, stares at it. What? Was that what made the sound? Who the heck?
Does Viola hear that?
Viola, you are somewhere in the keep. You have lost your way.
I'm sure it's fine.
He's looking at the door, but he's continuing to guide you to the door where the rooms are, the beds are. I'll double check, make sure. There shouldn't be people breaking doors down to the offices.
Oh, I'm sure no one's doing anything like that.
There's a broken door. Who does that? Who just breaks doors in a temple?
Well, you may have noticed not everyone has the same respect for temples that we do.
No.
That Arakakra.
I'm surprised that
Maybe, do you think our flighty friend could have done it? Maybe that's why he was in such a hurry to run off.
Oh, I hope not. Oh, here. Just sit down and I'll be right back. I'll go find Viola and figure that out. Please don't move.
I won't.
He helps you to one of the beds and then jets back out.
As soon as he's gone, Ste'yn's gonna head downstairs.
Okay. Ste'yn, you head downstairs and you see a girl sitting on the steps in the first part of this downward stairs.
Wait, I thought she left.
I said she started to leave.
Yeah.
They didn't see her go all the way back up.
Oh, he was waiting until she was going.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
it
the
was
stairs go up. And
Oh,
out. There's like a
okay.
T-way of the stair. Mhm.
Okay.
So, Ste'yn, you see this girl sitting up at the, kind of in between that first part of the flight of steps.
Oh, hello there.
Hi, can I help you? And now you can hear her voice, Beau.
I had a meeting with Head Celebrant Goro. He's giving me some direction in a fairly serious matter. His office is down here, isn't it?
Yes, but he doesn't have...
Ste'yn, is that you? He's gonna say. He's gonna walk over the
Yes, it's
staircase and
celebrant.
The young woman looks between the two of you.
I thought you were gonna go enjoy your day.
Yeah, I am. And I appreciate it. I was just, overwhelmed at the sudden change. I don't even know what to do with myself.
Well, it
So I was
all starts
sitting-
with a few steps up the stairs.
The stairs. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Sorry to interrupt. She nods her head in your direction, Goro, and then up towards... She gets up and goes past you, Ste'yn. And as she's passing you, Ste'yn, you feel her pat your arm briefly, and then goes out.
Why are acolytes so touchy? Alright, Goro. Let's see the stool.
Yeah, and he's gonna. I forgot this, And he pulls out his crowbar. You forgot that he has.
Crowbars!
So he just puts
Make it quick. I have a distraction
make
going
it.
to keep.
You make it quick. I can't do it. Probably.
I know you can't. Right. Ste'yn will take crowbar, go over to the door. First of all, she'd like to take a few seconds to look at it closely, try and see if there's any wards or runes that might be keeping it magically locked in some sort of way.
Well, if
Okay.
there was, his detect magic would have showed it.
Yeah, there's definitely. I mean, there's magic about, and there is magic about the door. I guess that's a thing. There's definitely magic
what
around
school?
this door. Abjuration magic, the magic that keeps people
Oh,
out.
fun.
Oh, where am I? I don't have it written out. I'm sorry. There's magic. It keeps people out.
If there's magic, I can't get rid of it.
You can try.
I can't get rid of it. I know my skills.
Give it a push. With the crowbar.
We already got blasted once today by breaking something.
Yeah, what better place than a temple for the second one?
All their big healers are out.
Yes. Big healers.
I think we've met our match with this for this time. I can't open this door. I'm not going to be stupid and risk our lives trying to open a door right now. Your life is more valuable than that. If you think of something else you want me to try, I'm not going to brute force my way into a warded door. That is idiotic.
I mean, I
I may be
brute
stupid
forced
sometimes,
my
but I'm
way
not
in
an idiot.
Nora's house. Are you saying you're weaker than me?
I'm saying I'm smarter than you.
In what way? I was able to get through. Uninjured. Multiple times.
Give me the time you had to hold my hand.
There was those. I've also done so without you.
Wonderful, then you can do this without me.
Move the crowbar!
I'll give you back the crowbar. I do think we should leave this for another day. Maybe when Goro's actually here and would be open, and we could just distract him out.
You don't think it would just go back up?
Depends. But I don't think we're getting in there today.
Beau's gonna try the door.
Ste'yn's going to go back up the stairs
Okay.
and head back. She does not want to be in the blast radius. And she's gonna head back to the room where you and I left her, hoping that he's not back there before she gets back there.
So, Beau, you're going to try and brute force the door open?
Oh, he's gonna try using the crowbar on it.
You can give me an athletics check.
A unnatural one.
You are determined, and you know that if you're gonna get in, now is a perfect time because they are not here, and you've made it this far with your deception, as far as you know, and you jimmy the crowbar in. You start to pull at it, and you do sense, like, you do feel it start to move in the frame. You feel the door start to jimmy its way out. There is a kind of popping sound as the wood of the door itself seems to chip and fragment where the crowbar is pushing the leverage, and it weakened the door. It looks like it weakened the door without actually opening the door. You could try and give it another shove if you wanted to. The door is not yet open.
I mean, nothing else happened.
I will say that with the door kind of broken and just a little bit off its hinges, or that part kind of pushed back a bit, the magic ping that you still have from your detect magic, you can see at the bottom, it wasn't on this side, but rather on the other side from beneath the door, you can see where some other form of protection, there's an alarm spell waiting. Spell magic.
So it's just on the other side. So we can see through a little crack of it.
Yeah, like the door is now unsteady in its frame, so there is a little give. With the give, you can see at the bottom, you can see the floor, like inside.
It's going to drop a copper piece in there to see if anything happens. He's just going to slide it through the slot and then have it drop.
Yeah, nothing seems to happen.
I guess we just start going. And the other doors all have the same thing?
Something similar. Maybe not as intense, but something similar.
Okay. I mean, you could try burning it.
The door?
Yeah. I mean, I imagine there's torches around. In theory,
Yeah.
you could try that.
Did you want to burn the door?
I feel like that would be a bad option. And
I
it's
love what that
just
means.
it's just these three doors down here. There's nothing else.
It's the 3 office doors, and there's that one. There's another little hall between the first and the second door. So the first door and then the central door. There's a hall that goes down to a metal door.
He's gonna go check out the metal door.
You go over to that one. It doesn't appear to have a ward on it or anything like that.
Gonna use his keys.
You don't need to.
Oh,
It's open.
okay. What's inside that one?
You swing the door open, and you find yourself looking down a long hall. It veers off in a number of directions, including you see also a set of stairs that goes further down.
Dang, there's a whole nother door down here. And hallways.
Are you exploring it?
Do you think I shouldn't?
Be careful.
Okay, I left that door mostly alone.
Oh boy.
Alright, so
Hurry up,
here
we've got other things to do today.
he'll quickly jot
Mhm.
down and see what might be down those stairs.
On the stairs? Yeah. You go down. The stairs kind of spiral a bit. Everything in this area looks very ornate. It's dark stone. There are various depictions along the walls that you assume are religious. You head down the stairs that are lit with sconces. It feels like it's getting a little bit more like humid, a little bit kind of muggier as you're heading down. At the bottom, there's another small kind of alcove with another metal door.
Okay, is that one locked?
It is not.
Alright, how open that?
You open it, and you look into a large expanse that looks like a crypt. There are various of those elevated coffins. There are, within the walls, like a mausoleum, there are various placards, many of which have names in different languages, different writings of wishing peace to the dead, all types of things. And it's a beautifully decorated with stone arches, and along the walls, these beautiful sconces. It all looks very ritualistic to honor the dead that are down here.
Are there any like doors, or how far back does it go, I guess?
It is very large, like very large, very expansive. It would take you a long time to look around at all the what's in here.
Is there anything that looks very expensive?
Oh, certainly. There's many beautiful ornate decorations across a ton of these coffins and graves and these placards. A lot of them have gold filigree. A lot of them some of them shine like they might be platinum. It's beautiful and beautifully decorated.
Dang it, from your knowledge of crypts, are they usually cursed?
Do not grave rob.
I wouldn't dream of it. Come on, Ste'yn.
Come on, Beau.
Fine. If that's all that's down there, go back.
You leave the expanses you start to leave the expanses of this crypt. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
I didn't take anything. Oh, okay. That was better than I thought. That's 14.
You start to leave, and as you cross the threshold, for just a moment, this icy chill takes hold of you. Just seeps from outside across every inch of your skin, seems to just go through you down into your bones. It rattles your mind for just a moment. You feel very exposed. You feel very seen in a way that you are very uncomfortable for just a moment. Like you've been caught. Just this terrible sense of conviction in you. And then it's gone. And you cross the threshold and exit.
Okay, then he's gonna run back up the stairs.
Your full-on bow dash of like 1,000 feet. It's like 135 feet or something is your max.
It's
Crazy.
105.
That was close.
Yeah, it's
You're going all the way back up to
135
Ste'yn?
when he's in Blade Song mode.
Oh, that was close. Okay, you go back up. Ste'yn's waiting for you.
Ste'yn went back to the
Oh, right. She went back
Yeah.
to the room. Viola, while you've been wandering and accidentally peeking into prayer rooms and then quickly closing the doors, you're trying to find where you're going. Maybe 10 minutes later in your wanderings, you turn a corner and almost run directly into Yonai, who kind of whoa steadies you. I was looking for you. I don't think you found where you were looking for, did you?
Does it look like we're in the training area?
No, it does not. Not even
I'm just
close.
teasing. No, I'm very lost.
That's okay. I think Ste'yn wasn't feeling so great. So I came to go look for you. Yeah. I'd be
Okay,
happy to
cool.
show you where the training area is another time, though.
No, we can head back to Ste'yn.
Okay. And he will take you back to the front. So you find Ste'yn. She's in the waiting room. Obviously never left, waiting patiently. Beau, when you get back up, you're heading to find her too?
Yeah.
Still as Goro?
I'm trying to think if he was thinking about that after his little episode thing down there. I feel like right now he's just kind of running because of that thing.
So when you get up there, what do they see?
I mean, he didn't do anything besides run, so I guess they just see running.
Goro come running up.
As
Oh,
soon as
Aurora does not
Viola-
run.
He's gonna then slow down.
Beau, do you need a distraction to change back to Nakawaro?
Oh, are there people around?
Yonai's in here with Ste'yn and I.
His back's turned, isn't he?
Is it?
I guess it could be. Are you gonna...
I mean, he was staring at Ste'yn, right? And I don't imagine she's standing in front of, like, the doorway.
Well, I also don't know how much noise he's making if he's like sprinting full speed.
I mean, he's just
High
wearing
or low,
clothes.
Ste'yn.
He's not
High or
wearing
low?
armor.
High.
Yonai brought Viola in, and he's been waiting with, or he starts waiting with you two, just talking about whatever, but he does seem to have eyes on the door as Beau comes running up.
Yeah, he's looking at the door.
Maybe we can use this. I could ask him to do things.
Beau, if you get us
Fine.
in trouble, I'm gonna be mad.
He's probably not very useful. I could just drop it then.
And then you go into the room.
Yep.
Yonai sees you entering. Oh, the whole party's back. No, not the whole party. You're missing somebody.
I think he went outside. He's not a big fan of temples.
So is it time to go?
I think so. We do have a few other little things to do today. But Yonai, thank you so much.
Of course, anytime. Sorry that not everyone's here. Looking for Jeremy, looking for Gawaro, looking for Aglin. At least Aglin has.
Where are they all?
We don't need Aglin. We just need someone that could do a simple spell. Don't you know magic?
Well, yeah.
Beau?
I mean, I'm no
Also-
cleric, but I know you don't have to have immense skill to get rid of someone being drunk.
Well, also, sometimes someone being drunk, that's what they need. Anyway, where are they all? Doing much cooler things than I'm doing. Aglin, I think, went back with, he's going back with that bandit guy, actually. He's escorting, he's part of that escort. I think they're going up to Dranfell to get that taken care of, so good for him. That sounds much more fun.
Did y'all deal with the bandit guy's possession?
I guess that's why he's with them. Once he left, I don't know what they were doing.
Oh,
There was some
boy.
commotion before, up by the champion ward when they were taking him out. It's always fun.
Oh,
No,
goodness.
nobody was injured or anything. It's just watching someone get taken out to get dealt with in Zaylee. I mean, if you're bad enough to get all the way up to Zaylee,
They're taking
Right.
him to Zaylee?
from the sounds of it, looks like the soldiers are going to end up dealing with that one.
I hope
but-
they come.
And
do too.
Goro is doing what now?
That I'm not totally sure, but I'm pretty sure he's helping the guards with something or other before the festival.
Well,
And I have to take Jeremy's shift because he gets to go on assignment with folks, so.
Which phone?
what
Yeah.
assignment? What
Um,
assignment is he on? I didn't know you would get assignments or assign to them, to people.
We can assist wherever we can. We're not part of the guardianship itself,
Mhm.
but if there's something we can help with. He was helping someone, I don't know the nature of it, but they took him for help, I guess.
Do you know who took him?
Do I know? I don't know a lot of you guys. But
Well, were they novices or were they
I don't think
guards
they
or
were
anything?
novices. I think they were wardens.
Really?
I think so.
Viola's gonna mind link to Beau really quickly and just say, you know who would have a lot of information of people going in and out of here is probably Ste'yn, if that seems to be the major stable. So maybe paying him a visit could be beneficial.
That depends on if he bothers lifting up his head.
He doesn't have to lift up his head to talk.
He does have to see who he's talking to.
Well, thank you very much, Yonai. You've been an incredible help once again.
What I'm here for.
We should go find Snow, and
Are you
I
sure
promise
you're
I'll get
okay?
some rest soon. I will be.
Yeah, eventually after you faint.
I'll probably be back here later tonight to pray. Maybe you're right in that I need to try a little harder to hear.
Doors open.
All right.
Viola's giving Ste'yn like the look, like
Ste'yn is
like,
ignoring
look over
Viola
Yonai.
very hard. And
good.
she just gets up and starts walking out.
It's a good thing Beau didn't wait for that bird to get back. Been standing there still.
I'm surprised Viola never ran into the bird with all the running around.
He's just ran out the door, flew away.
You guys you just kept running past each other for 10 minutes.
Pull that out the front.
As you turn into the atrium, you see this flash of white as the bird comes running back.
Yeah, he does
Oh,
need
there
to
he
burn some
goes.
energy.
He does. We'll figure it out. I have to get this door looked at. Oh, Gawara
It does
will
look a little
kill
unhinged.
somebody.
Does Gawara actually make threats against you all? You're
I
not
can
the
help
first
you
to
with
say
the
something
door.
Like that.
No, he doesn't threaten anyone. It's
That's not
really
like
the
him.
quiet ones. It's really the quiet ones. It's the ones, you know, have you ever had the parent who they gave you that look of disappointment and that was worse than if they actually disciplined?
They have other looks?
I can't tell if you're joking, Ste'yn.
That's a whole can of worms. I'm not sure you want to open that right now. But I have some returns to make. We need to skedaddle, and Viola's gonna start ushering
Returns to
everybody
make.
out the door.
And out they go. You guys make your way out the front and you see Snow in the grass with the flowers sitting next to the female acolyte you guys recall being with the bandits, having a brief conversation and moments of silence and brief conversation.
And we'll go over to Snow and offer her hand again. We're gonna head to Katniss. You ready to come?
Can Snow stand on his own?
It's not comfortable, but you can stand. You're getting the spinnies is all.
What are we going there for?
And some
Viola has-
returns to make, and we need to check out about Ziva.
Are we actually going to do something, or are we just gonna hang out like we did here? Or did y'all actually achieve something?
I broke a door.
I got a set of keys.
Wait, you did
Ste'yn's
what?
looking at Tamar. They exaggerate.
Yes, it's how we pass the time.
This is their way of saying that they didn't do anything at all.
Hopefully, we'll
They
be more
got lost.
productive at that. I believe.
She start making this
Hopefully, we'll be more
face at
productive
them.
at Katniss.
Yes, she is.
Oh, is she out there with us?
Yeah,
She's
apparently.
literally sitting right there next to
Yeah.
Snow.
Does
I'm
Viola
sorry
see her making-
for
I'm
the
guessing
joke.
Viola sees her making that face. She'd be like, "Oh yeah." To what?
They
Beau?
know how much rule breaking bothers me, so they tease me by saying they did all sorts of things they shouldn't.
Yeah, really? I was just praying to good old dual deal, dear.
Well, I was going to say you could assist Ste'yn in her deception, but Ste'yn rolled deception with disadvantage.
Why?
Because Beau's obnoxious. We love
Okay,
him so.
that's still that was a 15 and a 16, so that's a 19.
Okay. She's looking at you, kind of gives you a sympathetic look, like, oh, my friends joke around with me, and then he's like, good old duel dear, and she's clearly heard that tone before. She looks over at you, Beau, but she doesn't stop you guys. She doesn't say anything else about it. Just, well, I hope you got everything you needed, and breaking doors.
I was breaking down doors, knocking down walls to make new paths.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Poetic.
Anyways, Viola will help get Snow up. We've got to go. Talk to you later.
Welcome back anytime.
It was lovely.
Right.
Thank you for the pink.
Anytime.
Just so you know, Snow, the piggyback offer still stands anytime you want it.
I'm good.
You guys are going to Kepner's.
Yep.
It is getting on in the afternoon as you guys make your way. You're passing by, as you're going through the city, you do start to see what appear to be like these random like pop-up looking booths starting to show up. You see some that people are actually just like hammering away and building bags and boxes and containers with more of those colorful streamers and papers and flags. A lot of decorative items are out and about along the city streets while you travel. You also see some folks, you know those carts that they have like in cities where someone's just like pulling them along and they've got the wheels? You see some of those going by. It's a big
Carts with
city,
the
not
wheels,
everybody
not
wants to
carts
walk.
without the wheels.
Heaven forbid. But you make your way to Kepner's Command. It's on the far end of the Inquirers Ward, if I remember the names of my own city. Yeah, it looms before you. It's large and multicolored things about. Yeah, you're welcomed inside. That little entryway with its various mechanical looking and magical looking blueprints and such.
Viola's gonna look and see if she sees Gary when they walk in.
Not initially. Yeah, not initially. There's people who are
So-
kind of roaming about, but
Jeez, nobody's
So
in
she'll
this place.
stop.
Yeah,
The
nobody's
whole
around.
guardianship is just vacant.
people are around. Just you're looking for one specific person in a very big city.
Viola will stop someone and she'll ask if they've seen Gary or Ziva recently because she needs to return some items.
They're happy to help you check those items back in. They'd be happy to help you do that. They don't know specifically where Gary is. Ziva's name seems to be a popular one enough, though. When you ask about her, say it's a young man. I haven't seen her, I think, in a few days. I think she was on assignment.
Oh, really? Do you know where to?
I don't know exactly. Somewhere outside the city, though.
Do you know
Pretty
who
sure it
went?
was a big deal, though.
Who went with her?
A couple other guards. I think. Actually, I don't know if you know them. I don't think you know them. I don't know if it makes a difference.
We've
met a
got
lot
a
of
couple
people.
of friends who are guards.
I mean, everyone's friends with Ziva. She's just great all around. Yeah, it was her. It was our buddy Gerard and Oriah, I think, went with that group. Yeah. Oh, that's right, because it was core team. It was core team going with Captain Elikin.
And they're all still out?
I guess so.
Like you haven't seen one?
He kind of drops eye contact with you for a second, scratches his head. I mean, like you were asked about Ziva. I haven't seen Ziva. Yeah, I guess, they're
But what
Somewhere,
about
I'm
the
sure.
other two? You haven't seen them either.
Bo, I don't think this guy actually
Sure
really
there's
knows that much helpful information.
Insight check.
not wrong.
He's being shifty.
Does Viola remember when she signed out the stuff? What is it? Was it like a big booklet or was it just like a single sheet of paper or?
It was a booklet. It was a very cool looking book. This really nice, very large, like binder, large, leather bound book. And you recall as you wrote your name in it, it kind of like almost looked like it was burned into the page without burning the page itself, but it felt very permanent for being on like a piece of parchment. It was very cool
that's
looking.
probably stays in one location. Does she remember where it is?
Yeah, somewhere off of the, initial alcove area. There or wherever they have, armor and such that they are willing to lend out. There's like an area for that.
Well, I'm gonna go and check in those items and get if I just give you the items, then can I go take care of the book situation?
I'll go with you. It's not too far. We'll just sign him out. I'll be.
That's okay. I can take care of it. And she'll just go ahead and start to walk that way. Beau, keep asking him questions.
Well, I got an 18 or 19.
Yeah, use your die. Yeah, him dropping his eye contact and looking a little uncomfortable, kind of going back and forth a bit on his feet, gives you a sense like he's trying to withhold something from you.
It seems like you're a little uncomfortable. What aren't you
Me?
saying? Yes. You're avoiding something.
Oh, what does it matter? What are you, a guard? Are you my boss? I don't think so. So who cares where they are? They can take care of themselves.
I care. And I also care why you're lying about it.
Well, then I guess you can bring that up with either Ziva or Oriah or Gerard. Or
Sure, where are they?
you should go walk up to Captain Elikin. Go ask him.
Where is he?
Oh, you'll have to
Stop.
find him.
That's the last thing Beau needs to be told to do.
You just have to go find him. He's a busy man.
So
Hence,
he's
I haven't
back.
seen them. I don't know, man. I don't know why you're being so aggressive about it. Just relax.
He's aggressive about those he cares for.
Well, that's sweet and all, but that kind of tone's not going to get you very far. Especially
He's
as, a novice?
He's still learning that.
Do you want to see how
we're
far
working on
it would
it.
get me?
Is that a
No.
threat?
We don't.
Saying you are probably at this, you're probably like 2 inches taller than this guy too.
Ste'yn will put her arms between them, not actually touching either of them, but just being like, we're not fighting.
Look, I don't have any problem here. You guys came in here asking all these random questions. All I
There's
said
way of
was that
trying
I
to show that
haven't
he
seen
cares.
them. Can appreciate that. Did you need
Yes,
anything
he's-
else?
What is your takeout policy?
Oh, well, if you're going to assign something out, there's got to be a reason, and you need someone in authority to help you sign it out.
Great, I want something, so I would like to sign something out, please.
What do you want?
Something you all have, obviously.
Well, it's your lucky day, because I'm the one helping people sign things in and out. Hence helping your friend over there. So, what was that about that threat before?
What threat?
What signing out?
Why? I can just take it then, if there's no sign out
no.
policy.
Oh, there's a signing out policy. But maybe you should apologize first. I didn't like your tone.
I didn't like your lying.
Oh, I don't really like you much. And here, I thought we could have been buddies, but I guess not.
I never thought that.
Shame. Guess you're not signing anything out.
And when is your shift over?
Well, lucky me, I've had some coffee beans and I'm here all day.
Well, lucky
Yeah,
for
we're a little
me, the day's
short-staffed.
almost over.
Oh, guess you better head to bed. No time to sign anything out.
And what kind of mediocre things do you guys have here?
Nothing that we'd bother you with if it's so mediocre. And Viola, it
That's
wouldn't take you
like, he's
long
like,
to...
Viola, hurry up!
it wouldn't take you long to get to where you need to be. There is someone actually over there. Not this guy. There is someone over there who is assisting a few people. Doesn't take her long.
She wants
get
to
paid.
look through the book.
What are you looking for?
Her plan going into this, because she's not sure if the person's gonna be like, what's your name? And flip to the page. So her plan was just gonna be like to hand the stuff to the person so they have something in their hands, turn the book around and just start like looking for her name. But she's starting from like current and going back, and she's looking for Ziva's name because she wants to see what Ziva checked out. She'll also look for those other 2 names.
Yeah, when you approach this desk, this area, it's almost like those Coke check-ins, the like fancy Coke check-ins. So the person is back there behind the little desk, and there are different books kind of handling different items and such, different types. When it is your turn to come on up, and it's not like a huge line or anything, so you can come on up. She's happy to help you. You just hand her the stuff and okay, yeah. She accepts it. You see her kind of checking something inside of the mithril armor. You see her looking at the box with the goggles of night, I think was the other thing. Okay, and your name again?
She's pretending to be deaf, And she's just gonna like point to the books and like go like this and just like, is the book there where she can look through it? Like, is it facing her or is it facing?
The book is no, it's facing out towards you.
So
but
she's
she's
just
also
gonna
just-
start scanning through and looking for her name.
Well, the woman is looking at you. Are you pretending that you're deaf? Give me a deception check.
That is a 4.
She's holding these items and looking at you. Your name? She kind of snaps in front of your eyes. Hun, your name.
So then Viola's gonna yell, "What? I'm sorry, I was in an explosion this morning. My hearing's kind of going. I can't hear you."
You don't need to yell. I get it about explosions. And she's just giving you an odd look, but she's kind of pointing at the book. Your name, hun.
Viola will keep looking through until she finds her name, looking for those other names in the meantime. And when she does finally find her name, she'll point to it and sign.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
Dirty 20?
Ziva's name is not far from yours. It doesn't look like the book has been super active in the last few days. So you spot her name and you see a couple of items that she had. She seems to have had more than the others. But so on all, you spot the other names real quick and you can quickly glance. It's just a couple of things that they took. All of them had rings of spell storing. But Ziva, in addition, she had an apron that had a front pocket that essentially is also a pocket version of a bag of holding. And she also had an artificer's flail. So it looks like what you saw her when she was attacking you guys, she had this staff that she in fact pulled out of the front pocket of this apron she was wearing that could not possibly have fit. And the staff at the top had this bulb on it, is what you recall seeing. But that's what is marked in there. So she had the ring of spell storing, this apron with the pocket, and this flail.
Is Viola able to tell how many days after she checked her stuff out that Ziva and them did?
Their assignment, I'd have to go back and look and see when you guys did that.
Okay, that's fine.
You have long days.
Yeah, that's fine. So Viola would point to her name, and then after she's done signing, she would just wave and say thank you very loudly again, and then head back to the others.
Novices. She assumes you can't hear her because you're apparently deaf. She doesn't believe you're deaf, but she could believe if you're walking into the artificer's house that you've been near an explosion. And you make your way back up front?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Does she see Gary at all when she's walking through?
You do not spot Gary in this area.
So then when she walks back up, she'll just say, okay, I got everything returned, so I'm ready to go whenever you guys are.
And you just walk in the middle of these two going back and forth of Beau and this guy.
Wonderful. These two are just finishing arguing about who has a bigger horse.
Actually, I have the best horse, so it's not even a competition.
It's not even a horse.
It's not about a horse.
Well, fine, Mr. Grumpy. I'm sorry if Beau made you upset. He tends to have that effect on people. Don't hold it against him. And
You
don't
can
hold it
against
against
him.
us either, because
Oh, you're all friends.
we are us.
We are
Mhm.
us.
You sure are an us. Well, I'd say you, us, if you don't have any other business here. Why don't you go get ready for the festival? They're starting to set things up and all that. We're pretty busy over here setting up too and doing stuff, so there's not really any training going on and all that, so have a nice day, guys.
Well, hey, if you see Gary, could you let him know that Viola stopped by? And if him or Ziva have any more things that they'd like me to help test out, I'm happy to help again.
Sure, definitely will.
Insight check.
Go ahead, roll.
Can I also insight check?
You may. Ste'yn, you don't need to.
Mm.
That's an 8.
Uh-huh. He definitely will check. Ste'yn, he's not gonna
That's
check.
what I figured. That's what I figured.
Ste'yn looks at him and just gives him a little bit of a look that says, I know you probably aren't going to check. Actually, no, she's pretty covered up. He can't see her eyes. But
Dagnav.
She just
Okay.
points at him.
she just says, if you do hear anything from Ziva, she's a good friend of ours, and we'd love to know when she makes it back safe and sound.
Yeah, Ziva's good people.
She is. Truly is. The Guardianship is lucky to have someone like her.
Yeah, you don't get a lot of characters like her. Real charismatic, that one.
Indeed. So, I know it's a lot to ask, especially after we haven't made the best first impression. But if you do see her around, just let her know Viola, especially Viola, stopped by.
Yeah, if I see her.
Insight check to see his...
He's loosened up a little. Viola can't tell this. She just thought he was always being agreeable.
Ste'yn's trying to see his reaction to the continued use of Ziva's name. Does it look like he
That you can
is...
roll for.
Yes. Does he seem surprised at the use of it? Does he seem like he's hiding something? Does he seem like he knows something about her that he's not telling us? That is a 17?
Yeah, every time you say Ziva's name, he seems to kind of maybe tense up a little bit. Even as you're mentioning him or any of the other guards that went on that assignment, he just seems to kind of tense up a little bit.
And thank you. Thank you for your help, and sorry for the intrusion. Beau tends to just intrude wherever he goes.
Look, the door is open. Anyone can walk in. Sometimes it's the crazies.
Sometimes it is. I know you said Captain Elikin is just always around. He's a very busy man. But do you know where he usually happens to be or hang out? Or not that he really hangs out, sorry, that's a bad phrase to use. It's been a long day.
It's only 3 o'clock.
It's been a long day.
Is there an area where he's usually stationed within the guardianship?
I mean, if you're... Well, in general, he's really not here very often. But, I mean, there's officers' quarters, there's command quarters in the Rally District, but I don't think you guys are gonna be going over to the Rally District anytime soon.
No, we'd never dream of it.
Viola actually laughs.
Why is that funny?
She thinks it's a funny word.
She does.
Wouldn't you
Rally?
love to know?
Like I said, these are special friends. Trying to keep them in line. Trying to help them learn how to be a good novice. They're working on it.
Why do you care so much about where Captain Elikin is?
Well, like we said, we're worried about Ziva a little bit because we haven't seen her in a couple days, and since he's her captain, we just wanted to check in and ask about her.
She's just been on assignment.
Yeah,
Well,
we
when you
love
care a
her,
lot
we'll
about
miss her.
someone,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay.
thank you.
Sure.
All right.
We'll head out. Viola so badly wants to be like, actually, she can go to the Rally District
Yeah,
whenever she
cool.
wants to train with Storgum.
Where are you guys off to then? The day is dwindling on.
So should we head back to the Pike, Ste'yn? The girls need to paint your nails and you want to look through the Guardianship Handbook.
I thought that was for
I
after
also-
dinner.
Well, I also wouldn't mind getting some dinner. Or where are we going to get dinner besides the Pike? Or the
It's-
common eating area behind it?
It's only 3.
What? I thought it was later in the afternoon.
Brent
Bren just said it was
Apparently
3.
it's just 3 o'clock. We
I
have
was
long
trying to
days.
gauge- I was trying to gauge
No,
how long
you're
it was
fine.
taking.
I just missed
to
that. I
be-
shouldn't hear that.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it could be later. I'm terrible with time.
I mean, Beau just had a steak not that long ago.
No, why don't we go I wonder if Vaughn's around.
Why him?
Ooh, I wonder if Torval would help us discover some guard things. Or I told Beau earlier we could try asking Saz about the people who've been heading in and out of this area.
Might not be a bad idea. But also Vaughn seems suspicious. So questioning him might not be a bad thing at some point. But whatever you think would be good.
No, can you give me another Constitution saving throw, please?
11.
Excellent. Also, are you still actually wearing the bracelet?
He's wearing Ziva's. and he has Jeremy's in his pocket.
You do still have a little bit of the spinnies, but in the time, and if Ste'yn was able to make you drink some water, if not, still, it's starting to pass some. You're not feeling as dampened by the alcohol.
Then he will walk on his own.
He's a big, strong Snow who don't need no Ste'yn.
Well, do we want to go to the stables? Do we want to go to the novice emissary area? Do we want to check out the guards area, see if Elikin's there?
The stables, where are all of those places located?
The stables are down on the south end of the Peace District, which is very close to where you are.
Okay.
It would just be a little bit of a loop around, but you're essentially there.
We could go to the stables first, then maybe go to the novice emissaries.
Sounds like a plan to me. Let's go.
Okay.
Viola will start heading that direction.
You start making your way out of the, you kind of have to go north a little bit, out of the Inquirer's ward. And even along that ward, you're seeing more signs going up about the Harvest Lamps Festival. You see more decorations going up. You even see some small signage about events that will be happening throughout. And there's hinting at all kinds of like fun events, fun competitions, some just for bragging rights, some for actual money. It's a city-wide event that people are starting to prepare for. And even with this kind of mystery over your head, the rest of the city feels like it is brimming with this just undercurrent of excitement. You make your way down towards the stable. More things are kind of wrapped up towards the entrances of and exits of the city. It isn't difficult to find where you're headed. There are some carts going in and out. There does seem to be a little bit more activity than you've seen in the past. People coming in and out, moving around. But it's easy enough to find Sazian if you needed to find him. He seems to always be working, like Canyon. Yeah, he's inside. If you were to peek your head in, you would see him. Actually, he's back where you first ever saw him. Inside of the stable, he's gonna be hunched over an area where some of the hay is, the far side. And it's another man, I think you saw him briefly, who is helping more people with their carts while he seems to be inside doing something. He's hunched over, kneeling.
Viola will walk in and say, "Hello, Sazian. Is Buttercup here?"
Buttercup, not yet.
Well, Beau and Ste'yn wanted to ask you a couple questions, so I'll let them go and chat with you guys, and I'm gonna go pet some of the other horses. But I hope you're having a wonderful day.
As soon as you start talking, he turns around, he stands up, and he is ducked over. The hood is all the way up, and up to his nose is covered with a scarf or a mask of some kind. His gloves are on, and the long black coat, and he turns in your direction, and he motions towards the horses to welcome you to go further in, but then looks at towards the others.
But it's gonna mind link over to Viola. You're the one that wanted to talk to Saz. We didn't come here for you to play with horses.
But you've been the ones asking all the questions about who's coming and who's going. I don't know what you want to know.
Ste'yn will walk up to Saz and offer her similarly gloved hand to him. Say, I don't think I've actually introduced myself to you before. I'm Ste'yn. Viola said wonderful things about you and the work that you do.
His eyes don't go higher than your hand, and he just nods in your direction, but he keeps his hands to himself. Nice to meet you.
And she was right. We do have a couple questions for you, but only if you feel comfortable answering them. We don't mean to impose on you, especially on a busy day like today.
No, there's no intrusion at all.
Are you sure?
He kind of bows again, like a nod, and he looks kind of towards you. Beau, you're standing with them still?
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks kind of towards you, Beau, and only then does he kind of look high enough to catch your eye. And you're reminded very quickly he does have, those red, the eyes like a feral, and you can see the gray skin. And then he ducks his head again, Yes. What do you need? Do you need a horse prepared?
No, hopefully we don't have anywhere else to go today like that. But we did have questions about some people who may have taken horses out or carts out. I'm trying to figure out what happened to our friend Zila. She's been out on assignment for a while, and we want to know, I think she was even with Captain Elikin, but did they check out a horse or carts? Did they return? Do you know?
If they were to leave with the captain, they likely have left from the rally district. I can see. I have communication with them.
That would be wonderful. But again, only if it doesn't put any undue imposition on you.
No, I would like to help how I can while I'm still here.
Are you leaving soon?
A very gracious opportunity was presented to me that I discussed with my brother and was told I could take the opportunity. But I wanted to assist.
Traveling?
It seems so.
That's exciting. Snow is going to take out a gold piece and hand it to him.
He
It can be difficult to come by on the road. Take it. Come on. Live a little.
I would not.
He's very persistent. If you don't take the one, he'll be offering 3 next.
I will put it to a good use. And he'll very gently, making sure, you can tell he's very carefully taking it to make sure he doesn't actually touch you. More than I could ask for.
Well, you could ask. It's okay to ask for things.
I receive more than I need.
I certainly hope so.
Did you need anything else? I can get the information about the captain's horses.
I think that's all we were looking for, and she'll look at Beau and Snow to see if there's any other questions or anything.
Beau just nods. He's like, yeah, I can't think of anything else.
He exits the stable. Goes to, you watch him kind of go off to the side. Give me just a few minutes. He'll go. When he comes back, he is holding a very large tome. There's many pages, a lot of them bent and maybe a little bit torn. The whole thing looks a little ratty. Ste'yn kind of smells a little. And what was your question again?
The Captain Elikin and his companions' latest assignment.
Yes. Well, I can see that they took horses from the rally district. They were gone for just the day.
So they came back?
Yes. They came back.
Did all of the horses come back?
They only took the one cart.
All right. Thank you very much.
He nods his head. Give me an insight check. Anyone can make the insight check if they want to.
That's a natural 20.
Oh boy. Cassie's like, why am I rolling?
Well, Cassie's not even there.
Cassie's not even over there.
Oh, that's true. She just had that look on her face again, like, why? You can see from the way he doesn't quite move away, like the conversation is over, like there's more he maybe wants to say, but just his nature does not let him just kind of speak. He did seem more comfortable while he was looking towards Beau, but in general, his nature just does not seem, especially because he's just met you, maybe. It's not that he doesn't want to be necessarily forthcoming.
Is there something else? I'm afraid I don't always know the right questions to ask. And sometimes that means I don't know how to get the information I desire that someone wants to share with me. I spent a lot of my life hiding, similar to you.
He pauses for a moment. He's not really looking at the book. And then he's kind of looking more in your direction, which would be at you. But you've still never seen above his nose. This tells you the horse came back. Well, they don't ask per se of the riders, but 4 riders, no. Razia. Yeah, and Elegant. 4 riders went out, but 3 riders returned.
Really?
Yes.
Does that sort of thing happen often? Are the numbers usually different for going out and coming back?
Not unless they are leaving someone. But this was, if I understand correctly, an assignment. No one was
Right.
leaving. They should all return.
They should. They should have all returned.
One did not return.
Who
Do you
all...
have a theory about that? What happened? What they did? Why didn't they all come back?
When it comes to guards, as they are, their assignments will be different than yours. You're novices. You aren't meant to be on anything dangerous. You're meant to be learning. But they will handle dangerous matters. And just as earlier this month, just with that other one, it didn't come back. Sometimes they don't come back. Sometimes they die.
Do you happen to know maybe where they went?
He turns in your direction again, Beau. As if, well, he seems to be looking in your direction. He doesn't speak immediately, but he looks towards you. You can give me an insight check if you'd like.
Sure.
He doesn't speak.
I thought maybe he was going to say something after looking at him. That is a nat 20.
Beau, you can see when he looks towards you. Again, you are the only one that he has made eye contact with. Please repeat the question, because my ADHD brain. The question was,
Where they went?
where'd they go? That was it. Thank you.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, Beau didn't ask the question, so I don't know.
They were traveling south to an abandoned, to the place you went, Wondra.
And what does Beau's nat 20 tell him then?
It told him that he was, oh, yeah.
Yeah, you didn't realize.
I'm sorry. It was essentially asking your permission. It was essentially like he's looking to you essentially for guidance.
Yeah, then he would have nodded to.
Yeah. The nat 20 in my head said, now you know what he's saying, so he's gonna speak. I jumped the gun. I apologize.
It's okay.
Yes, he tells you he went down to Undra. And again, he looks actually towards you, Beau, with that nat 20. They went on behalf of your captain.
Like she sent them there?
She was not conscious when they left. She was still injured. But he went because of her.
As in, he wanted to find out what happened to her, or something else.
That's what he said, and what he told them. He wanted to know if this was something dark. And when he says the word dark, he seems to get even smaller.
Did you pick up any indication that he was lying?
He shakes his head.
You know you won't get in trouble, right? If you did think that he was lying.
I don't think he was lying. I think he wanted to know what was out there, and if it was something after her.
Any indication why he might think something was after her? I know we're asking you a lot.
I can only say what I can only say what I know. I was not there upon his exit, but there, the two of them, I can't say for sure. I don't think that he's lying. I think he wanted to know, but I don't know exactly what she's afraid of, that he would have to check for her.
What do you know about Captain Ellikin and Captain Nora's dynamic?
I don't know what you mean.
You've never seen them together. Do they seem to help each other?
All of the captains behave professionally with one another.
Are they just professional with each other?
Give me a persuasion check.
17?
Again, he seems to kind of turn in Beau's direction and almost seems to be responding to him. They don't see each other often. He is often on assignment, and she is often in the Peace District to assist with the Novices. She has been in the Rally District since she fell ill, and he has been in the Rally District since hearing about her falling ill. I don't know more than that. I was not there with them then. But when I see them, they are professional with one another. He is not often here in the Peace District.
The other two that went with them, what do they look like?
One, fairly ordinary. I wouldn't quite know how to describe. One is, they're both human. One has fairly light skin. One has maybe a little darker skin. Looks like he might be southern, from south of here. The other looks like he could be Yerushan. I'm sorry, I don't know how to describe them well.
Alright. Well, if Viola wraps it up, I think we're done here.
She's probably gonna keep petting the horses until you tell her that you're ready.
Gonna
to
mind
go.
look over to Viola, we're done here.
Okay, I'm coming.
Thank you, Sazian. You've been an incredible help to us.
Your captain does care a lot about you. All of the captains want well for the guardianship, despite
Despite what?
any other normal, personal intentions. They do care about the guardianship. Some just also care about themselves. Maybe more.
If you had to give an example, who cares about themselves more?
Oh, Beau. Of all the people to make the friendship connection with this guy, it's Beau. He looks in your direction, makes eye contact with you again. And only you. Your captain does mean well.
But the others?
They mean well. They mean well. They don't have... And you can see he's getting very uncomfortable. Like he's kind of starting to wring his hands a bit. But he kind of breaks through his sentence. They also mean well. They don't have the same personal intentions, maybe.
I'm guessing Viola has joined them by now.
Yeah, he'd be able to make it right
Well,
over.
hopefully you guys had a productive conversation, Sazi, and I hope they didn't put you through the ringer too much like they have everybody else they've talked to today.
He shakes his head.
I'll probably see you later. I think I'm going to come back down here after dinner potentially to visit Buttercup because I just miss her face.
Don't you have some kind of girl time?
I'll make time for Buttercup, okay? Don't worry about it, Beau.
You're not going to leave me with the girls, are you?
I know, saying I love you too much to do that to you. I know.
Sazian will also say it is a long trip for you. It would take you much time. I will assure she's okay if you need me to.
No, that's okay. I'm not necessarily checking on her well-being. I don't know. It just brings me joy to visit, and it's nice to have someone to talk to who's not going to judge anything that you say or tell anybody your secrets.
He's
So.
rolling his eyes.
I just enjoy visiting with her. It's worth the walk.
I understand. And you will likely have much time. I doubt you will be receiving many assignments with the festival upcoming.
Then you'll probably be seeing a lot of me. I'll probably make it down here every day.
He nods. If I can help with anything else.
Actually, I do have one more question for you. Do you have a favorite treat of some sort? Because I'd be happy to bring something down for you whenever I'm coming down from the novice hut.
No, that's okay. You are very gracious to offer. Thank you. I'm fine.
Well, I'll bring you something whether you want it or not, so you might as well tell me what you'd enjoy.
Give me a persuasion check.
12.
Okay. He looks at he makes it like to look at your waist, not just like your knees. So congratulations. Progress. I very much like the little tarts that they make at the Wild Pike.
Well, I will bring you all the tarts you can handle, but we will get out of your hair for now and stop bothering you, and I hope you have a lovely night. And I'm sure I'll be seeing you soon, Sazian.
He nods again. Have a great rest of your day.
Viola will move to head out the door.
Okay.
As we're leaving, Snow is going to look around for anything that looks like Sazian might have either has started cleaning or will clean eventually, and he is going to clean it instantly with Prestidigitation just as he's going out. Make it all very nice.
It looked like he was...
And give less work for him.
It looked like as you guys were coming in, he was in the middle of brushing down something that had a lot of horse hair on it. So you cast, it is clean and pristine. You don't see any big gestures from him, and certainly no words, but he does give it a very small nod in your direction.
Well, where to next? Novice emissary?
Think
We
so.
should find Vaughn.
Yes.
Okay, well, so let's head there.
While we're walking,
Mm-hmm.
Snow is going to look at Ste'yn. Why did you lie earlier when you said that you're not good at talking to people? I've seen you talk to people.
Because I don't think I'm very
You're
good at
just
it.
fine. Do you seriously think that?
Yes, I tend to scare people away.
You're telling me you've never been able to persuade people to get what you want.
Well, just thinking back to just a little while ago. Depends how dire the need is. But I suppose sometimes.
And why do you hide yourself, as you've also mentioned recently?
Because I tend to attract bad luck. And it
Does
seems
it
less so.
protects against bad luck?
A little bit. Maybe.
Do you realize that's ridiculous?
Oh, a little ridiculous sometimes.
There's more ridiculous things in the world.
Oh, much more. And I try to do as many of them as possible. But I feel like either you're just really oblivious or intentionally deceiving yourself.
Maybe I don't feel worthy of showing my face right now. Many people. Many times.
That's very different. That's a very different reason.
It is. Are you more satisfied with it?
No, because you're also really arrogant and full of yourself.
Yes, I am. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I've been taught to hide myself. Tried not doing it for a while, and realized maybe they were right after all.
Why?
Just because?
And there's nothing wrong with it.
I didn't say there was. I just wanted to know why.
It's a combination of reasons. Part of it, maybe there's a little bit of arrogance. Maybe some of it is a sense of trying to protect people, even if it seems irrational. Maybe I don't like all the stares.
No, that is arrogant.
Did any of those people that you're taking all this advice from, did they also tell you that you have a martyr complex?
What's that?
Guess that's a no. Did you like the people that you're taking this advice from? Did they
That's
seem to have your best interests at heart?
Yes. Those are my parents.
For both?
They seemed to know what was best for me.
I thought you hated your parents.
I don't hate them.
Well, you have a funny way of showing you like them.
They did their very best. I was a difficult child.
Did they tell you that too?
I didn't have to.
I mean,
So you told yourself that.
even if you don't
Maybe.
hate them, do you even like them?
I don't know why this is important right now. I
Well,
don't wish bad on them.
It just seems odd to live your life using their words of wisdom if you don't even like them.
If
They...
you needed guidance on something today, would you go to them?
Definitely not.
Well, you shouldn't take advice from someone then. If you wouldn't seek their advice, why would you take it when they offer it?
So I think they were right.
Because they're your parents. Parents can be wrong.
I mean, yes, they can be wrong, but
I mean, you even mentioned that the people from your hometown are stupid. Or your parents an outlier in that.
I can't call them stupid.
I mean, if the boot fits. I'm not saying they are, but if you're saying everyone back from your hometown is dumb, your parents are from your hometown, obviously.
I don't know why this matters right now. They did their very best. I made things very difficult for them.
The boys just can't stop asking questions today, it seems.
I have not asked many questions today.
I know,
It's
I'm
mostly been me and
teasing.
Beau. I think I've asked the most. But they did their best. I don't think they were stupid.
Alright.
They took good care of my brother and my sister when she was around.
Did we know Ste'yn had a brother?
Yes, I have an older brother. He has 2 children of his own now. His name's
You're
JJ.
an aunt?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Aww. That's very sweet.
I suppose it is.
You
I don't
ever
really
see
know.
them?
No. They don't want to.
Well,
They
we know
don't-
what they're missing out on.
Why don't they want you to? Or not?
Sure, since he was a difficult child.
My
Yes, being
Family
able
and
to kill
I-
people from an early age, I imagine, makes you pretty difficult.
there's a lot more to it than that, and I don't think you need to roll high on an insight check to see that Ste'yn is very uncomfortable right
That
now.
depends. Does she have a mask on?
Her mask is down when
Yeah,
she's
you can
talking
hear
to
it in her
y'all,
voice.
Oh, okay.
but you can also hear it in her voice.
Alright, well, whatever you want. Just consider your sources of wisdom, is all I was saying.
I'll consider that. And just because you're a child who can heal doesn't mean you do the right thing every time.
And children in general don't usually do the right thing all the time. I mean, that's part of growing up and learning.
But when you can do things, you're expected to do them.
Well, different parents have
Ah.
different expectations, and some are more reasonable than others.
My parents were very reasonable.
Well, you haven't had any other parents now, have you? So you don't know. I
What?
tease. Well, I'm just saying your situation's going to seem normal to you because it's your situation. I grew up without siblings, so I'm surprised when I hear of so many other people having siblings because it's not my situation. It's not what I'm used to. It doesn't seem normal to me.
Right.
Staying still very uncomfortable.
A little bit. She's just very unsure of what this is all about.
Ste'yn,
Snow.
This is an intervention.
Snow, I can answer your question now, by the way. If I'm back at the tent, I'm not going to
I have
answer
no
this.
idea what.
I'm not going to answer this in front of Nora, but since it's just us, if you still want to
Oh, your
know,
family members.
if you still want to know their name,
Oh, I completely forgot about that. Yeah.
all right.
Because it's because you're in the tent.
Hey, I
It's not a
remembered.
tent, but.
My apologies.
Hut.
All right. Well, there is Isilia, Enwin, Rolan, Irenaeus, Lashana, and Ardan.
You have a lot of siblings.
Well, I mean, that's everyone.
Oh, which ones were your parents?
The last two.
They got last names to go with the first names.
Did she say that, or are you saying that?
Viola says that. Viola says that.
Evan would, obviously.
Insight check.
I was gonna have him roll deception or persuasion.
Well, I mean, they all know he's
We all
lying at
know
this
it.
point.
We all know.
Like, players all know.
I know. I know.
Bet you can't beat the 9 I just rolled.
Oh, nice, because I got 21. I was wondering if I was gonna need psionic.
But-
Whatever you say.
You named them all?
Yeah.
Snow, give me an intelligence history check, please.
14.
Okay. Carry on. I'll message you.
Have we made it to the novice emissary?
I wasn't sure.
I
I
mean,
wasn't
to be
sure
honest,
if you were,
I'm
like,
not
you were
really
walking,
sure
but I
what
wasn't
else
sure
we're
where you
trying
were
to
headed.
accomplish this day. Nobody's in town.
Before they
Some
get
people
there,
are.
Well, everybody that we've tried talking to so far has been out of town.
Yes.
Vaughn's
You were
probably
also-
here. Nobody cares about Vaughn. I'm just kidding.
Vaughn's not here because I don't want to. No, I'm kidding. I can't say I don't
I
know.
have no
He
answers
might
for
be.
you, so he is
He's very-
gone.
He's
before they
likely
get there, though, Ste'yn will stop Snow for a second and just look at him. I don't know why you are so intrigued by my past or my family, but my parents were good people. They are. They're still alive, I hope.
It would also be okay if they weren't. But if you say so,
Okay. And she'll just...
why are you worried?
I'm not.
Then why did you stop me?
You're asking a lot of questions and insinuating a lot of things, and I wanted to clarify.
Find walking contradictions to be interesting.
Are you guys done with your powwow? We can see it when you stomp each other.
Like, you've never stopped me for a conversation before.
I'm not saying I didn't. I'm asking if you're done.
I think we are.
Why are we there? I don't know where we are.
I don't know either.
I wasn't sure exactly where you were headed.
We passed
Didn't you
it.
decide? Yeah, you walked
Kept
right
walking.
past. Walked right past.
We're headed
No.
to the novice emissary office.
This day has not been
Excellent.
going the way
Wow.
Beau's wanted to. He's very impatient.
This day hasn't been going
He's
any
broke
which
his
way I thought this
lockpick.
would.
He broke his lockpick, so he's got to buy a new one.
He's probably getting. Well, no. At least you avoided trouble. You know, they don't know that you necessarily broke that door. And,
As
you
long
know,
as what's her
good.
face really bought her thing at the very end there.
We'll see. So you're making. So yeah. So you've been talking, and you are journeying up towards the back to the Wild Pike, through and to the novice hutch. The novice emissary offices are in the back there. So you'd be going back and back up. You guys are doing
Anybody
different
watching
building.
us is probably like the whole group
Where are
is
you
drunk.
going? The whole group is drunk. It's true, though. Everyone make Constitution save. No, I'm kidding. Don't do that.
What?
But getting on in the day, you've had a long day. You're getting a little tired. Probably need some proper food and nourishment. You go through. Ste'yn, give me another. All of you can give me a perception.
19.
8.
13.
A 29?
You go back up to the pike, and Rosita is there this time behind the bar.
Who?
You do see Rosita.
Yeah, it came in
Oh my
as
gosh, I
Vita.
thought you said Ziva.
Oh. Yeah, it broke up. I heard it's
Surprise.
It's
Zeta.
not that interesting.
Ziva.
It's not that interesting.
I knew from the look at her face.
She's like, hey
I
guys,
wish-
what's up? She has a
Now I
drink in
wish
her
I said
hand.
Ziva. I should just run with it. Guys, you see Ziva at the bar.
We really are drunk.
Gosh.
Someone poisoned
Wow.
us.
I feel like I just wasted a lot of your emotional energy in a split second.
We were here and now we're here.
No, you see Rosita behind the bar, and she is tending to the customers there. When you walk in, the boys, they see waves in your direction. Every time you guys come through, at least someone behind the bar and some of the barmaids and lads are waving at y'all. But Ste'yn, Viola and Ste'yn, you guys both see Rosita is waving in your direction, but she does seem to be looking directly at, well, the lady sees, she's looking at you, Ste'yn, giving a wave, goes back to her business.
Why is
And
everyone so fond of you?
I don't know. Ste'yn's gonna go walk
People
over to the
love
bar.
necromancers.
Yeah, that's the one.
Ste'yn's gonna go up to the bar and wave Rosita down.
She's
Or get
finishing.
her attention.
Yeah, she's finishing pouring a few drinks, making some small talk. Sees you're trying to get her attention. Looks a little surprised. Comes on over. How are you?
I'm fine, and I feel like an idiot for asking this, but do you know why people keep waving at me? Or why you waved at me specifically?
I was saying hello. I love when you guys come through.
Yeah, but you sure that's it?
Should I be less happy to see you, honey?
No. Just seems like an increase in attention, and I'm not sure what to do with that.
Oh, sweetheart. I'm honestly surprised to hear that. Just a lovely lady like yourself? Well, you're very modest, is what I'm picking up on. She gives you a little wink. No, I was just
She
saying
definitely
hello.
is.
Oh, did you come over as well? Oh, good.
I assume we're still in a group.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you bring great company with you. And Ste'yn, you can see she looks at everyone except Beau as she says this. You bring wonderful company with you. You seem to light up the room, you four.
All right.
Of course.
I
we
didn't mean
do.
to make you uncomfortable or anything.
No, not at all. Just curious. Thank you.
No, of course. And she pats your hand. Give me another perception check.
That is a dirty 20.
She pats your hand. She gives your hand a little squeeze. You're not the only one who is far too modest. Sometimes attention is not a bad thing. Sometimes it's okay. You're allowed to accept that you are a beautiful young woman, and clearly you're very kind, make great friends. People do like you, Ste'yn.
Right.
When she was patting your hand, in that very kind gesture, you could just see, she's not particularly decked and dolled out or anything. You just see a number of these pretty metal rings on her hand, each one with a different little kitschy little design on it. You do see she has a fair number of rings on, along with some bracelets and such. She seems to have a fair bit of jewelry on herself. And she lets go and says, "Did you guys need a drink or anything? Or are you heading right through?"
I think we're headed right through. Thank you. And you have
All right.
a beautiful assortment of jewelry.
Thank you. I make them myself, in fact. Have a little hobby.
That's wonderful.
Hmm.
If you want a
You have
tip
a
on
set?
having people not dote over you, don't point out the jewelry.
Believe it or not, he makes a point, so don't do what he's saying. It's very kind to note that people have nice things.
Right.
Viola's examining her to see if any of her jewelry has that medallion thing on it.
Give me an investigation check.
You have a cell.
13.
For as quickly as her hands are moving, or even when you get a little glimpse, they just look like, they do look ornate. Some of them look a little simpler, but they look very pretty, but it doesn't immediately click in your head like, oh, that looks like the medallion or the pendant. She says to you, Snow, thought about it every now and then. I'm actually thinking about giving some away. I've already done that for some of the novices who decided to leave a little early. Just a little going away gift. I made them a few little things. Kind of hoped they would stay, but they left all the same. But don't let me hold you up. I've got some more people to attend to. But thank you for noticing. She wishes you a good day and goes back to helping some folks.
As they go to walk away, Viola's gonna link arms with Ste'yn and lean in close to her and just whisper to her, I don't know if I'm being paranoid or what. Maybe it is paranoia, and not to say that you're not beautiful, because you are. You do catch a lot of eyes in the room, but you're also very covered up, and it makes me wonder if some of these people aren't, what's the word?
Possessed?
Possessed. Yeah, I want to say patronized. If some of these people aren't possessed because, you referred to yourself as the champion and all that, and they took a liking to you. It might just be paranoia, but I just wanted to tell you that, and you can do what you want with that information.
No, I've been having the same thought.
Okay. Well, it's
How
nice to know
well
that I'm
is
not alone.
Viola whispering this? I'm just wondering if either of Snow or Beau is hearing this.
Was she trying to keep it secret from the others?
Well, not necessarily from Snow and Beau, but she's like
Okay.
trying to keep her voice down so that whoever doesn't just hear her.
Yeah, I think the if you're not keeping it from the boys, and they could probably hear.
We could use it as a lure.
For what? Why do we want to lure anybody out?
We can take them.
I don't know if you looked at her jewelry, but I tried to take a peek. I couldn't tell if any of it matched the medallion or not. And if she's giving away jewelry to everybody she can, that makes me think it has something to do with the possession.
Maybe.
She was giving it to people who were leaving, though, not the people who were staying.
I know, but wouldn't you want to spread your religion as far as possible?
Yeah, but also it
No.
doesn't seem like just because you have one of those things, you get possessed. We've carried around those things.
And you've had memory problems.
Not the
No,
same
give
as
me a
possession.
charisma saving throw.
Who?
Snow,
Okay, that's what I thought.
Snow.
I heard Beau.
roll with advantage, please.
25.
Ste'yn at this conversation is going to cast Detect Evil and Good, and then walk back towards the Wild Pike.
Aren't
Like,
they still
towards
in
the-
it? I thought they were just at the counter.
Oh, wherever
Yeah,
they
I don't
are,
think you
she's
guys got far. Yeah, it's got a range of what, 30 feet?
30
yeah.
feet.
And you're heading back towards specifically the bar, or just in general, just
Just-
around, just
Or
walking?
the bar, just sort of
patrons.
patrons. Just trying to see if anyone seems particularly
Bill.
fiendish,
Um,
dark, evil.
Okay, you cast your spell, kind of make your way around, and you don't get a ping. Were you casting anything else?
That's about all she's got that she can use for this. I feel like she should do something, but I don't think she has prepared what she should do. She's just very confused, but she'll go back to the group, and that stays up for the next 10 minutes. She's not gonna call it off early.
You make your round of the Wild Pike, casual checking for any of those types, with Viola's little voice in your head making you wonder. Nothing pings in that sense. I'm gonna have you do one thing, and it's the
Okay.
last thing. Give me an intelligence history check.
That is a 17.
A thought sits right at the back of your head about just something nagging at you, but maybe in just the long day you lose it. No, everything should be fine. Maybe Viola's just wound up.
Did she tell us that she didn't detect anything?
Yeah.
Oh, then there is something that Beau wants to do, but I don't want to do it now. Like right now.
That's fair.
But there is...
That's fair. Oh, okay. We can do that next time. That's fine.
Yeah.
That is where we will end tonight's session. Thank you from all of us here at Tales from the Catacombs. Catch up and recapture your favorite moments by subscribing to the channel. We have started doing really fun giveaways as we've been hitting certain milestones, including 125 subscribers, which we hit. So I feel like we may be doing a giveaway next time. Was that correct? Am I giving
Yeah.
bad information?
No, that was the plan.
Cool. Sweet. Next time we have a giveaway. I'm excited. We'll tell you, make sure you're following us on social media, and then we can tell you what we're giving away. How fun. But we do appreciate you journeying with us to bring clean content to the world of tabletop RPGs. And a particularly huge thank you to my players, whose links are in the description below. Please take a moment to follow these tremendous people and their very exciting endeavors. David, who plays Beau, Catherine, who plays Ste'yn, Kassie, who plays Viola, and Josh, who plays Snow. I'm Brenna, I'm your storyteller for this adventure, and we will see you back here next time. Safe travels until we meet again.